Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the lucky ferals.
So this is Hydrox. He's one of the older ferals in the area, and he hangs out in my yard. He wasn't hanging out in my yard that much last summer because the cats and the kittens were here, Stella, Simba, Splash, and Boo. But now that the cats have been inside, he's been hanging out in my yard a lot more. And right now he's relaxing in the sun. It's probably around 25 or 30 degrees out right now, so it's warm for him to relax in the sun. I've been feeding him in this kitty cafe. It's a heated pet feeder. On the right hand side I fill it up with water every day, and on the left hand side I put a can of cat food, and it keeps it warm, keeps everything from freezing. So this is here for him. It's also here for Boo when Boo comes around. And then right here, this kind of beige gray Rubbermaid. This is actually a heated cat shelter. The inside is insulated, and there's some cushioning inside, and you can see the wire coming out the back. So there's a heated pet pad in there, and when a cat lays on it, it generates heat. So Hydrox has been hanging out in this cat shelter. And then of course there's the wooden cat house, and I've seen him hanging out there a lot this past winter, especially when the weather's bad. He likes to go in there. So it's now like a week or two later. It is almost 7 p.m. and here's Hydrox. I have the back door open so the cats could look out the glassed-in screen door, and Hydrox came over and he was looking at them. They were looking at him. I gave him some food this morning, but I'm gonna give him some more food now. Now, a year or two ago, he would never do this. Like, he would never come this close to my back door. But he sees that the other cats are okay with me, so now he's feeling like he could trust me more. So yeah, not all feral cats are the same. Some are much more open to human contact than others, and for others it takes a bit longer for them to feel comfortable around humans. So I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna give him some food. So he walked away to the other side of the patio. Hello, Hydrox. How are you, Hydrox? And some food? So here's the heated food bowl. I put a can of food in it this morning, and all the food's gone. I don't know if he ate it or Boo ate it or someone else ate it, so I'm gonna put another can in here now. There's still water in here, and the water looks really clean. Usually in the morning the water is filthy because the raccoons will come here and take a bath in it. So I'm gonna give him some food now. Okay, Hydrox, you can go eat. I just gave you some food. Go ahead. You can go eat. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna get in the house without these cats getting out. I usually make sure I bring my key with me, but I forgot to bring a key with me. So now if I go to the front door, I can't open it because I don't have the key with me. So now the only thing that works is if I back up, and then if I run at this back door, then the cats get scared and they run away, and then I could get in the house. It's kind of a mean thing to do, but it gets me in the house. without the cats all getting out. And it's been raining now for like 4 days, so everything is soaked and muddy. Okay, let me make a run for it. Unless they're just gonna go in on their own. Maybe they're gonna go in on their own. All right, I'm gonna try to get in. No such luck because Stella came back. I'm gonna have to make a run for it now. Hello, Hydrox. Go eat your food. Wanna eat your food? He's gonna walk away. Yep. Okay, I guess she caught on to this trick. I guess this trick isn't working anymore. Let me try one more time. Okay, that time it worked. So here's Stella. She's been looking out the window. And this morning, and there's the feral cat feeder. And this morning, Boo came by. So when I saw him, he was eating the dry food in the feeder. But see these white things? These are paper plates. So I went downstairs and I used the paper plate that the cats had their breakfast on. And I put some wet food on it for Boo. And then I put it outside and he ate it. And just now, Hydrox walked by the window and he meowed at me. And he meowed like 2 or 3 times. And I don't know if you could see him, but he's actually sitting in the bushes. And this was the first time ever that Hydrox has meowed at me. No, you can't see him there. So I guess he's really hungry because this cat has been in my yard for years, and I've never heard the cat meow. And I was sitting here with Stella in the window looking out, and he walked by, looked right at me, and meowed like 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to grab some food, and I'm gonna go take one of those paper plates outside, put some food on it, and I'm sure he'll eat it. What's the matter? What's wrong? Hydrox, you want some food? Are you hungry? Hydrox, are you hungry? You want some food? I've never heard this cat meow before. And it's meowing a lot right now. I hope nothing's wrong with it. Eat the food. Eat the food, Hydrox. Go ahead. I just give you food. Go eat it. Go ahead. I just moved it closer to him. Simba had to come see what's going on. They don't like hearing other cats cry. Looks like Simba just woke up. So Hydrox has also really never let me stand this close to him while he's eating. But yesterday, it pretty much I'm trying to remember if I fed them yesterday outside because it was raining. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I definitely gave them breakfast and probably also dinner. But there's always dry food in the feeder, so this cat is not starving by any means. There's always dry food. I guess he's done eating. This is one of his favorite hangout spots. He likes to just kind of hang out here in the sun. But for a cat that was like meowing at me so much, it was just kind of a weird occurrence because I've never heard this cat meow before in like all the years he's been like in and out of my yard. And he's probably just gonna hang out here now. Okay, so it's now like 7:30 at night and I'm going to feed Hydrox some food for dinner. And he was just laying on the patio. And then I took the camera out and he went to walk away and I realized that he now recognizes his name. If I say, Hydrox, Hydrox, like I said, Hydrox, don't go away, and he stopped. So he's now aware of his name. Right, Hydrox? Hydrox, you like your name? If you don't know what Hydrox is, it's like an Oreo cookie. But I don't think this cat looks like an Oreo. He doesn't have a personality of an Oreo. He has a personality of a Hydrox. Right, Hydrox? So this is what he's going to get. He's going to get half a can of Friskies. I'm not sure which variety of Friskies this is, but I will give this to him for dinner. Let's see if I can get close. No, he's gonna run. Come here. Come here, Hydrox. Come on. Okay, this right now is like 3 feet away from me. Let's see if he'll eat it. If he does, this will be the closest he's ever come to me. He's looking at it and he's contemplating it. Okay, he just sat down. So I moved the plate farther away from me. It's probably about 5 feet away from me. Let's see if he'll eat it. Come on, Hydrox, eat your dinner. Here he goes. So this is good for him. This is the closest he's ever eaten food. I'm gonna see what happens if I put the camera on the ground. It might freak him out. Right now, he's literally only 3 feet from my camera. I don't know if you could tell what's happening, but as he's licking the plate, it's sliding closer and closer to me. So the camera is right now probably like 2 feet away from this plate. See? See? We got too close for comfort, so we left. So here's Hydrox just hanging out on the patio while these raccoons are in the feeder. I almost don't believe what I'm seeing right now. So there's a big raccoon in the automatic feeder housing. And there's the automatic feeder, and I don't know if you can see what it's doing. It's putting its paws up the feeder to knock down whatever little dry food is left in the conveyor belt. There's nothing in the bowl. It's putting its paws up the feeder and it's knocking out whatever's left on the conveyor belt. Look at it. And it's not even afraid. Like if I open the door, it doesn't even run away. Because the minute the door's shut, it comes right back. But I think Hydrox must be friends with the raccoons because he's just been living outside for so long with them. They're all part of the same animal community. See, look, it goes there, and then it goes right back. I really don't want raccoons in the cat food feeder. If that's what these raccoons are doing to this automatic feeder, it's pretty amazing that it's been holding up for almost a year now to what they're doing to it. So if I didn't have that 40-pound sack of salt behind the actual feeder itself, they'd be pushing that thing right in. And there's Hydrox, he's still just sitting there. I brought you breakfast. Be nice to Hydrox. Okay, so I'm giving them their food on these round plates today. It's just because they're easier to clean, and if they never drink the water out of the little water container, like what's the point? So I put the water around the edge, and they do drink the water that way. So Boo is getting the Trader Joe's chicken, turkey, and rice pate. And then Hydrox is getting some of that also. He's also getting some chicken Friskies, just because it was the end of the can. So I don't know what happened to Hydrox's food bowl, but somehow it got moved over. I don't know who was eating out of it and moved it over. It looks like it was probably raccoons, because you could see like a lot of dirt in there. Look at this. Look who we have. It's Hydrox. Hello, Hydrox. How are you? Look at this. Look who's here. And there goes Hydrox. He just ran across the steps to eat his food. And there's Hydrox eating his food. And Boo, come on. You want to play? Would you like to play? Uh-oh, come on. So I got his new bird toy out. He loves this toy. This is going to be my new distraction toy, just because he loves this toy so much. Hey, Boo. Woo, woo. But I don't want him to play on the cement near Hydrox. I want Hydrox just to eat. And there's Hydrox eating his food. He's really enjoying the dry food. Remember, you are the ambassador. You have to be nice to all the animals here, and I expect you to welcome them, okay? You be nice to them. You be nice to all the animals, okay? That means Hydrox, he's your friend. Hydrox is your friend, so you be nice to Hydrox also. Let him eat his food. He's nice to you. He doesn't bother you. Okay? So you be buddies with him. I'll see you later, Boo, okay? You be a good boy. Remember, you're the ambassador. You be nice to everybody, including Hydrox. This is where Hydrox is. I'm assuming he just walked in via the side of the yard. I don't know. He could have been in that blue tub under the house. Again, I don't know, but there's Hydrox. And there's Boo. Boo, come on, Boo. You gonna be a good boy? You gonna be a good boy? Come on. Come on. All right, let's play. Boo, what kind of ambassador does that? What kind of ambassador does that? I have his distraction toy here. Uh-oh, stop that. Both of you, stop acting nuts. Do you hear me? No acting nuts. Come on. Nope, nobody's hurting anybody, and you're going to play with the toy. Go ahead, Hydrox, run over to your food. Come on. Go ahead, Hydrox, go to your food. This is the best distraction toy ever. Come on, over here. Over here. Come on. There's Hydrox under the house. Hydrox, go to your food. I need to go get some errands done. Come on. I need to get going today. Okay, so now there goes Hydrox down the side of the house. Come on, Hydrox. Listen, Ambassador, you're not doing your job. You're not doing your job if you're fighting with him. You guys are supposed to be friends. Boo? And you started that because you're the one that started going after him. He was just sitting there nice and calm. Boo, let me explain this to you. Hydrox was sitting under the house nice and calm, and you were the one who started approaching him. You were the one who started making like howling noises, and you were the one who started going after him. So an ambassador does not do that, Boo. And if you're going to keep acting like that, I'm going to have to make Hydrox the ambassador. Do you hear me? I'm going to have to give Hydrox your job. And then you're never going to get to play with this toy again. Right? Okay, I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go. Hydrox is somewhere else, so. You leave him alone. You leave him alone, Boo. That's it, I'm going. I'm going. This is going in the garage. It's 1:11 p.m. and by the way some of this stuff has been moved around, it looks like the landscapers were here. Boo's not here and Hydrox is not here, so... And the cover on this got pushed in. 7:32 p.m. I just got home. And I'm really not happy after I saw what went on here earlier today. So, Boo, you failed as an ambassador. You have failed. You didn't do your job. Why are you attacking Hydrox, Boo? Huh? That's not nice. That's not nice at all. You don't do that. You know, I'm upset about it. So all of the dry food in the feeder has been eaten. Boo still has food from earlier today. Boo, let me see you. So considering he was in such a nasty fight, he doesn't really look all that scuffed up. And Hydrox still has food here from earlier today also. The inside cats are not looking happy with Boo at all. Stella and Splash were just in the window a minute ago. They're looking afraid of him, and they're looking pissed off at him. Like, they're not happy with the situation. Hey guys, so right near Hydrox's table, like right here, Hydrox was right here in the bushes. Like right now he's on the other side of the bushes, you probably can't see him. But he's hanging out right here near his feeding table. So I'm actually going to put his food in his table. So I took the old food away, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move some of these flower pots over to kind of distract Boo from what's going on there. Okay, so I just moved 3 flower pots over, and there's Hydrox. He's eating his food. And I put the flower pots here to camouflage him from Boo. So I'm happy that Hydrox is brave enough to come back on the patio. So Hydrox ate some of his food, and here he is hanging out on the lawn. So, Boo, I'm not happy that you had that fight with Hydrox today, and I saw that you were the one that attacked him. He was just eating food out of the feeder, and you're the one who attacked him, and I'm not happy about that. And he's not listening. He doesn't care. So he's checking out Hydrox's food right now. Now he's eating Hydrox's food right now. So here's Hydrox hanging out in the road. He's in my driveway, but then he saw me taking some garbage out, so he walked into the road. Now he is not limping. He looks fine. Boo looks fine. I don't even see like new scratches on either of them. So it was just like a spat. And Hydrox could be Boo's dad, so it could be a father-son spat kind of thing. Obviously it's a territorial spat, because Boo doesn't want Hydrox like infringing on what he thinks is his territory. But such is the life of feral cats. It is 9:30 a.m. and there's Boo. He is curled up on the patio chair. It's kind of weird. I don't know why he's on that chair. He's usually on that chair. So Hydrox just walked onto the patio. Just as I'm telling you it's 9:30 and Boo's on the chair. It looks like he's going to make his way to the feeder. Now, when I was reviewing security footage, I do see Hydrox during the day. Like if Boo's not on the patio, Hydrox does come and walk up to the feeder and get food. So Hydrox is not totally afraid of this patio. And today I slept in a little bit, so that's why they don't have any food out there yet. There's Hydrox. He's surveying the situation. Okay, there's Hydrox. I don't want to make any noise. Boo was sleeping. Hydrox sees me. Now this is where the fight broke out last time, when they had that big fight. It was when Hydrox was in the feeder. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Simba? Why are you making noise? Don't make any noise. The inside cats are waiting to get fed. But now there's just too much drama here because Hydrox is at the feeder. And Boo just woke up. And Boo better be a good boy and just sit there and let Hydrox eat his food. It looks like Boo can see him, but I'm not sure because there is this other chair kind of in his line of sight. And there's Hydrox. He's keeping an eye on Boo. I'm afraid that the minute I walk away is when a fight can erupt. I wish Hydrox would just eat his food and stop kind of like looking around. Now it looks like Boo put his head back down and he's napping again. Maybe he doesn't mind Hydrox eating food out of the feeder. Uh-oh. Nope. Now he's moving. I feel like I need to warn Hydrox. Really? Really, Hydrox? You're gonna keep your back to Boo like that? Or is he just crawling onto the other chair? It looks like he might just be crawling onto the other chair. The way his tail is. I don't want to like make a noise to scare either of them right now. But this is way too much drama for first thing in the morning. Yeah, see, I could see Boo's tail. So it looks like he's trying to get on the other chair. Just from the angle of the tail. Oh no, look. He's still on this chair. What is he doing? Oh, okay, I know what he's doing. Maybe because I think there was that second little tussle between them that led to his scratches. Remember I said it looks like Hydrox won that fight? That would explain this. Because if Hydrox won the second fight, then Hydrox would feel more braver in coming back to the feeder. And Boo would be put in his place a little bit more and he would be less confident to attack Hydrox again. So that is what I think is going on here. It looks like Hydrox just finished eating. The question is he now going to walk over to the water bowl, which is right near Boo? Oh no, he's not done eating. Okay, now he's done eating. And he's just walking across the patio, making a turn down the walkway. And there he goes. Good job, Hydrox. Mission accomplished. And there's Boo, sitting there and watching him. Look at this. It's Hydrox. I gave him food before. Gave him wet food before. And the feeder dispenses dry food in the morning. Not twice a day anymore. I mean, what it dispenses in the morning is more than enough for Hydrox. Even if I didn't give him any wet food, it's still enough. So Hydrox wasted no time in reclaiming this patio area for himself. And that's exactly what he did last year when Stella and the kittens came inside. He right away moved into the wooden cat house. And I don't know where Boo was at that time. He didn't come around often at all. I think all winter I might have seen him maybe only 2 or 3 times. One time was in the snow when he came to eat out of the automatic feeder. I mean, it could be that he was eating out of the automatic feeder most of the time. I just didn't see him just because it goes off in the morning. But I don't know. Anyway, there's Hydrox. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at Hydrox. He's hanging out near the back door. This is crazy. He's never done this before. Oh my God. Look, I'm standing right here near the door, and he's still sitting there. Simba came up the stairs, he was like all upset. I've never seen Hydrox interact with the kittens or Stella in a positive way. I've seen Hydrox get in fights with Stella when Stella was outside, but I never saw them get along. What do you guys think will happen if I go outside with this meaty stick that Splash doesn't want to eat? You think Hydrox would eat it? Hydrox, you want a meaty stick? Hydrox, you want a meaty stick? He doesn't even know what a meaty stick is. I'm gonna go outside and see if Hydrox will eat a meaty stick, alright, Simba? You stay here. Hydrox! Hydrox! You want a meaty stick? Here! 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 You want a meaty stick? Here! I know, here. Would you like a meaty stick? You want a meaty stick? What's the matter? Here, meaty stick. Let's see if he eats it. Is he gonna eat it? No, he's gonna run. So that's his food from before he ate it, or it's eaten. I'm assuming he ate it. What do you want, Hydrox? This is a meaty stick. You could eat this. Here. Eat it. He's afraid of it. Eat the meaty stick. I'm going to give Hydrox the other half of the canned food. And there's Hydrox. He's laying by the house. And if Boo knew he was there, Boo would not be too happy because it's pretty much almost right underneath Boo's windows. But Boo can't see from the angle where he's at. How you doing, Hydrox? You want to eat some food? Are you hungry, Hydrox? Hydrox, are you hungry? Want some food? Boo just jumped up into the window, and I know you guys can't see him because it's hard to see a black cat through a window reflection. I just put the plate on the plate holder. That's going under the table. There's a whole bunch of dry food in the feeder. Now, if I come home later and I see a bunch of dry food in the feeder, I'm definitely going to change the amount of food that's being dispensed. Good morning, Hydrox. How are you? See, if I get too close, he moves away. I walked into the driveway and he went straight for the food. It is 9:20 a.m. and I'm bringing some wet food outside to Hydrox. Oh, there's Hydrox. Hey, Hydrox. Are you hungry? You want to eat some food? What's the matter? Come here. You want to eat? Come on, over here. Hydrox did the pre-eating stretch. What's the matter, Hydrox? Boo's in the window watching. Eat your food, Hydrox. Yeah, it looks like he's hungry. But there's dry food in the feeder, and that's good dry food. It's not like cheap dry food. That's the Nature's Variety Instinct dry food, so. So Hydrox ate all of his food. All of it. But there is still a lot of dry food in the feeder. So I need to adjust the amount of dry food that the feeder is dispensing. The other thing I need to do is clean out this water. You can see all the raccoon paw prints on the bottom. Can you see them? So I moved the other feeding table over from the driveway area where it was for Hydrox's food before, and I figure I'm going to put it on top of the water bowl, which will at least protect the water bowl from falling leaves. And there's Hydrox. He's watching me. He's like waiting for me to refill the water. He's going to move because I have to walk right near him to put the water on. Okay, Hydrox, I'll put water on. Okay. I'll put the water on. I gotta turn the water on. Right there's the hose, Hydrox. Where are you going? This is weird. There was a little more food in the can, so I'm gonna give this to Hydrox also. I'm just gonna put it right here in the patio. Hydrox is standing there by the gate. He's eating the food. It is about 12 p.m. right now, and I just brought a plate of wet food out for Hydrox. There's Hydrox. Hey, Hydrox, you want to eat? Are you hungry? Hydrox, you hungry? Want some food? Do you want some food? He's stretching in anticipation. Look, tail's in the air. Oh my God. And he's going over to his food. But I have the food in my hand. And I'm gonna go down there and give it to Hydrox. And he's gonna run away. See? Oh my God, guys, look. He didn't run, he just moved over. I'm gonna swap out the plate on this. And we'll take this and put it in here. The other nice thing about these plastic plate holders is they do keep the paper off of the ground so the paper does not get as wet. Okay, Hydrox. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm putting it under the table. These other two plates I'm throwing away. And there's Hydrox, waiting to eat. Okay, Hydrox, eat your food. So there's Hydrox eating his food. And right now I'm walking on the patio, and he's still eating his food. So Hydrox is getting a little bit braver with humans. There's Stella watching from the door. And there's Boo watching from the window. And there's Hydrox eating his food. It is 10:20 a.m. and I just gave Hydrox some wet food outside. I don't see him right now, but it is raining, so You can be anywhere. So it looks like the squirrels are throwing trash out of their nest, because here's like a pile of eaten black walnut, and there's the squirrel's nest directly above it. And there's Hydrox. So Hydrox was hanging out in the bushes in the front yard. Come on, Hydrox, I got food for you. I just refilled the water bowl, and here's Hydrox. He went around the long way, all around the front of the house, and now he's right here. He's gonna eat his food once I go inside. There's Stella watching from the door, and there's Boo. He's in the window. You might not be able to see him. I just came inside. He walked across the patio to his food. Now it's not raining very hard out. It's just kind of like a drizzle right now, which is why I did put the plate of food under there, and you see how like his hindquarters are sticking out from under the table. That's fine. He's only going to eat for a few minutes, then he's going to be off. If it was raining really hard, I would have fed him under the patio table. That way, there would have been a lot more room for him to stay dry. I'm trying to take plastic out to the recycling bin, and Hydrox is like not letting me go anywhere. So Hydrox still has some wet food on his plate. He has dry food in the feeder. He has fresh water, and he's hanging out near the patio. I don't know why. What are you doing, Hydrox? You gonna eat your food? 11:30 a.m. I've been getting some stuff done around the house. I'm just about to take out a bag of garbage, and Hydrox is hanging out on the patio. He's just sitting there. I don't know if he wants more food. Maybe he wants more wet food. But there's plenty of dry food in the feeder that he could be eating if he's hungry. Hey, Hydrox. See if I come out. And then he walks away. Hey, Hydrox, I'm gonna take the garbage out. And here's Stella again. It is 6 p.m. I just got home. And there's Hydrox near the woods, hunting. I just got home so I could feed him before the sun goes down. I like to feed the outside cats before the sun goes down. I just think it's safer that way. And there he is out hunting. Hydrox! Hydrox! I don't think he can hear me because I'm zoomed in like 20 times. Maybe when he sees me get out, then he'll go into the yard. I'm gonna give him a plate of food anyway. I told you, I got out of the car, I'm walking across the yard, and here comes Hydrox. I think he's meowing while he's walking. Notice the tail position out behind him. That's always how I see him walking, the tail out behind him. It's very rare that I see him with the tail up. Do you hear him Do you hear him meowing? I'm standing on the front walkway. He just walked right across the walkway. And he's gonna go to the backyard. Maybe not. Maybe he's just gonna stay there. I'm sure when I go to the backyard, he'll go to the backyard. So there's Hydrox. He's been hanging out on the patio. He was actually hanging out on the bottom of the steps. But then he walked across the patio as I came out. He's very happy to be eating dinner. Right, Hydrox? So now the ants are back on the patio. For a long time there were no ants on the patio. They were just over by the garbage cans, but now they're back on the patio, so I gotta look for more of those ant things. I'm gonna put his food over here right now, that way he's a little bit away from the ants. So that's his thing. He waits for me to go inside, and then he walks over to the food and eats it. So he has fresh food, he has water. He's a happy boy. It's 7:54 a.m. I just looked outside as I was going downstairs to give the cats their breakfast. And Hydrox is eating dry food out of the feeder. So Hydrox is eating his breakfast. I'll give him some wet food in about an hour or so. Hey, Hydrox. Good morning, Hydrox. And there's Hydrox. He's hanging out on the rug. Guys, I've never seen Hydrox hanging out on the rug before. And that rug is probably wet because we got rain not too long ago. Oh my gosh. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna sit on the patio? Sometimes he sits there and he just kind of stares. Hello, Hydrox. I'll give you wet food in about an hour, okay? Okay? In a little while? You want wet food now? Okay, I'll give you some wet food now, okay? Alright, I'll be right out. Okay, I'm bringing a plate of food out for Hydrox. I hate coming outside in my pajamas. Come on, Hydrox, wanna eat? Here. He still has this very big bowl of clean water, even though the raccoons took a bath in this water. This water I'm gonna have to move somewhere else because they just keep taking a bath in. Hydrox, eat your food. Go ahead. Go eat. See, the minute I come inside, he goes over to the food and eats it. And before that, he'll just sit there and meow. Obviously, part of this is because Boo is not on the patio anymore. And part of it may be because Hydrox saw me take Boo away. But don't forget, also, Hydrox did speak to Sonia. So, part of it could be that also. It could be a combination of things going on. Then I just came back in the room and he was sitting up here by the window. And look who he was looking at. Can you see Hydrox? He's to the right of that red bucket. Yeah, Hydrox is just like hanging out there. So Boo is sitting right here, looking out the window. And there's Hydrox. I don't know if they're talking to each other or what, but Hydrox is now hanging out here with Boo. This is like Simba used to hang out in the window with Boo outside. Now Boo's hanging out in the window with Hydrox outside. Guys, look, Hydrox is still outside. Look, he's like grooming himself on the patio. Look how he's laying. Oh my gosh, this is like a first. Look at his paws, look. Do you think he has thumbs? Check that out. Hey Boo, we're watching Hydrox. He your friend? Gonna talk to Hydrox today through the window? Is that what you're gonna do? Watching Hydrox? I definitely have to shut the windows. I'll just leave them like open an inch. It is 5:35 p.m. I'm just getting home. And there's Hydrox hanging out by the woods, hunting. Right now it is slightly raining, so he is under a canopy of trees to keep himself dry. And it looks like that's his routine. That's what he does. He hunts his dinner in the woods. And here he comes, walking across the street. He sees me getting out of the car. He'll walk into my yard and around to the backyard. Now he's meowing as he walks. Hello, Hydrox. How are you? A lot of times he'll just stay like there in the corner. Let's see, is he gonna sit down and just hang out there? Or is he gonna go all the way to the back? No, he's going all the way to the back. 5:44 p.m. and there's Hydrox waiting by the steps. Hey Hydrox, wanna eat? So today, Hydrox is eating his food while I'm standing here on the steps. I just walked across the patio and he walked to his food. So that's an improvement. Usually he waits for me to go inside. But today, he's eating while I'm here. It is 9:45 a.m. and I just opened the back door and Hydrox is here. He's like waiting for his breakfast. Oh my gosh. Hey Hydrox, wanna eat? Hello Hydrox, do you wanna eat? Boo's hanging out in the window. He's been watching Hydrox. Good boy, Boo. Okay Hydrox, I'm gonna give you some food. I'm putting his plate together, like I'm snapping it into that plastic holder. And he's sitting here, look. He's sitting here watching me. He's like 6 feet away from me. Hello, Hydrox. How are you, Hydrox? Here you go. I just put his food under the table. And he does have dry food in the feeder if he wants it. This water is filthy from the raccoons, but this water is still clean. I'm standing here on the patio and Hydrox is eating his food. Like, I just turned around and he's eating his food. He's literally only like 4 feet away from me. This is big for Hydrox. Like, this is huge for him. He usually waits for me to go inside. He's eating with me standing here. Now, if I move and walk to the door, he might freak, but let's see. No, he didn't even move. He just kept eating. And there's Simba. Check this out. Simba is sitting at the door watching Hydrox. This is the same way he used to watch Boo. He's watching Hydrox eat. It is 10:11 a.m. and now Splash is hanging out by the back door, looking out on the patio. And there's Hydrox. He went back to eating his food. He's licking the plate clean. I'm gonna go give him some more food. Okay, so he was literally licking that plate clean, so I just gave him like the rest of this can. And here he comes. And there he goes right back to the food. It is 6:08 p.m. and I looked out the window and I thought Boo was sitting on the patio chair. But it's not Boo. It's Hydrox. Hey Hydrox. Hello Hydrox. How are you? You be a good boy, Hydrox? It is 6:18 p.m. I fed the downstairs cats, I fed Boo, and now I'm going to bring some food out to Hydrox. Hey Hydrox! Okay, so I just put some food for Hydrox under the table, and there he is. Again, he's only like 6 feet away from me. Come on, you gonna eat? Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, look at this. This is crazy, guys. I am here at the table, and Hydrox is eating his food at the table. Look, Hydrox is eating his food like literally a foot away from me. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is like crazy. In a good way. I can't believe he's doing this. Like, mind is blown right now. Oh my gosh. It's kind of windy out, so I put his plate on the plate holder. And there he is on the patio, and he's like smelling the air. And he actually is kind of even looking like a happy cat. Hello, Hydrox. He just like walked closer to me too. Like, did you guys see that? I don't even know what's going on, but it's almost like Hydrox is starting to come out of his shell. Hey, Hydrox. Hello. Hello, Hydrox. You want to eat? He just went to eat the food. Stella's watching from the door. Boo is watching from the window. I don't know if you can see him. We have definitely now turned the corner into fall. It was a really nice long summer. I really feel like the seasons are shifting. I feel like our summer used to be June, July, and August, and things would get cool in September. And for the last few years, I really feel like our summer has been July, August, and September, and then things cool down in October. So I feel like all the seasons are like shifting by a month, and this door is starting to get fogged up, so. It is 6:27 p.m. Look where Hydrox is hanging out. He's like close to the steps and he's on the mat. This is crazy. This is a first for Hydrox. I've never seen him hang out there before. Only Boo used to hang out there. I'm giving Hydrox a can of turkey pate. This is Sheba. Are you not gonna eat? You're not gonna eat, Hydrox? Go eat your food. You wanna eat food? You can eat your food. Yeah. I gave you the food, Hydrox. It's for you. You go eat it, okay? And here's Stella. Hello, Stella. You want to help me? Stella wants to help me. Want to come outside and help me? The minute I go inside, he walks over to the food. Hydrox is making progress, but, you know, he's not totally open to it. "8:53 a.m. Oh my god, I just totally can't believe what I just saw. And I didn't have a camera with me at the time, so you missed it. I just opened the back door to let Stella and Simba look out, and it looked like Hydrox was either laying on the mat or laying on the chair. I don't know which one, but he was literally like standing like right here, like where my finger is right there. He was literally standing right there, and now he's just moved down there. So what he was clearly sleeping somewhere like around here. So I don't want to disturb him, but I'm gonna give him some food, and then I'll shut the door, or no, I'll leave the door open so they can see each other. I don't know. I don't have any raw food defrosted for Hydrox, so he's gonna get this Nature's Variety canned food. I'm also gonna put some of these multi-essential drops in his food. Okay, I'm bringing food out to Hydrox, and he almost did the back leg stretch. You know, Boo's back leg stretch? He used to do that every time I brought food out to him. Hydrox almost did the same thing. Uh-oh, but now he's running after something. Oh, it was a squirrel. He's running after a squirrel. Okay, Hydrox, here's your food. Eat your food, Hydrox. Go eat your food. Look where he's hanging. He's just hanging out on the patio, like 5 feet away from me. Not even. Hydrox, go eat your food. Go eat. Eat your food, Hydrox. Stella is smelling the air by the back door. She likes to look out the back door. I'm wondering if she's secretly in love with Hydrox. Or maybe Hydrox is her daddy, and she recognizes him. It is 6:02 p.m., and I just opened the curtains to look out the back door, and Hydrox was laying on the black cat doormat. He just ran down the steps. Hydrox was laying on the black cat doormat. This is new for Hydrox. This is a first. So Hydrox is getting one of the primal raw turkey nuggets, some of the Nature's Variety instinct bites. He's also getting a little bit of the Nature's Variety canned food. Hello, Hydrox. Are you hungry? Would you like to eat? Want some food? Come on. The automatic feeder was just about empty, so I just refilled the feeder with dry food, and all the food in this feeder was donated. So thank you to everyone who has been sending in the Nature's Variety dry food, and also the Blue Wilderness dry food. Hydrox is eating his food. I fed him by the walkway because I needed to refill the feeder and I knew it would scare him. So it looks like he's enjoying his meal. Boo just jumped up into the window to look outside and see what's going on. It is 12 noon. I just came outside to give Hydrox some food. This is canned food because I did not see Hydrox here. He has not been here, but now he's here. He is laying in the bushes. I am going back inside to get him his raw food, which I have defrosted in the refrigerator. So I'm going to add it to this plate. Guys, so I did not have the camera with me, but I just saw Hydrox at the door touching noses with Simba through the glass. I was shocked. Never seen that before, but I have to say, when all the cats were living outside, Simba used to like to eat with Hydrox. Like, Simba would leave the party platter that like Stella, Splash, and Boo were eating off of, and Simba would go and like eat out of Hydrox's bowls. Here's Hydrox's food. I'm gonna take it out to him. Move over, Simba. Move over, Simba. Move over. Come on, I gotta go out. Move over. Move over. Simba, move over. I'm sitting here on the step because I want to see if he'll walk across. But look at his tail. It's almost up. So right now, I don't know, I'm probably sitting around 8 feet away from him. And that's good. He's not so scared of me that he's not eating. And so half the plate is wet food and half the plate is the raw food. And the raw food was in the refrigerator, so it's slightly cold. And I did add some warm water to his food. But he's going for the canned food right now, which is fine. If he doesn't eat the raw food, then the birds will eat it. I mean, that's a horrible thing to say, but hopefully he'll eat it. And there's Boo watching from his window. Hey, Boo! It is 9:30 a.m. I just happened to open the back door a few minutes ago, and it looked like Hydrox might have been sleeping on the back mat, because then he like scooted down the steps, which is where he is now. He's on the bottom of the steps. Now, I looked out several times this morning and I didn't see Hydrox on the stoop, but maybe that's because it was raining and it looks like it stopped raining. So I just put some food together for him and I'm going to bring it out. Hydrox is getting half a can of this Instinct turkey formula, limited ingredients. He's also getting some of the freeze-dried raw bits on top of that, and a little bit of warm water, just because the can was in the refrigerator. There goes Hydrox. He's eating his food, and the glass in this door is all cloudy. It's about, I don't know, like 44 degrees out. It's pretty cool. It is 5 p.m. I'm just getting back from the post office. I mailed the prize to the Guess Boo's Weight giveaway winner. And look, this is what I'm finding when I get home. Hydrox is on the black cat doormat by the back door. Not only is he on the black cat doormat by the back door, but I'm standing here on the patio filming him and talking about him, and he's not running away. He's just sitting there. Now, I am going to move closer to him because I do want to walk into the back door. And I think it's just a matter of time until he runs. I'm going slow. I don't want to scare him. He might feel like he's being trapped or cornered. Guys, right now, I am right next to the steps. And there he goes. It's 5:25 p.m. I'm just sitting here eating, and I heard a cat hissing. And Simba and Stella are both looking out the door. Oh, look what's going on, guys. Look. It's Hydrox. I don't know who was hissing. Someone was hissing at Hydrox. Hello, Hydrox. I think he wants to lay down on the mat. Hydrox is becoming friendlier. Am I going to scare him? Hello, Hydrox. Hello, Hydrox. How are you? Hello, Hydrox. Simba's being nice to Hydrox right now. He's rolling on his back, showing his tummy. Hello, Hydrox. How are you? It's 5:30 p.m. Stella and Simba have been just watching the door while I finished eating. And there's Hydrox. Hey, Hydrox. Hello, Hydrox. He's afraid of me. He's more afraid of me than he is the other cats. Because he'll come right up to the door with the other cats. But when I come near the door, he runs away. So I think what I need to do is I need to show him some food through the door. Maybe he won't be so afraid. Right, Simba? So this is what I am giving Hydrox. He's getting one of the primal raw turkey nuggets because I had that defrosted for him. I did not know if he'd be around for dinner. He's also getting a half of the Nature's Variety turkey pate. So I'm gonna go outside and give this to him now. I put some water in there. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm showing it to him through the door first. Hey, Hydrox, want some food? Hydrox, would you like some food? Now, I'm not being mean. I'm just, you know, associating food with me and the door. Hydrox, want to eat? Want some food? The question is, will he come back up the steps? I'm trying to hold Simba back from the food. Not that he'll eat it, but he might. This is what he used to do when he was outside. When Simba, Splash, and Stella were outside, and I used to feed Hydrox, Simba would always go and eat Hydrox's food. Hydrox, come on. Come on back. You want to eat? Want some food? Right, Simba? Yeah? So Hydrox was walking toward the table, so I'm gonna give him the food right there. So I am like literally right next to this table right now, and here's Hydrox. Hydrox is a foot away from me right now, so close to me. He probably feels safe because of the table, but guys, I could reach out and touch him right now. I could reach out and touch Hydrox right now. I won't do it because I don't want to freak him out. But that's how close he is to me. So I'm gonna very slowly get up and go inside. And he stayed at the table and he's still eating his food. He just changed his position. Now, 1 year ago today, all of the cats were still living outside. Let's remember that. So not only was Boo still living outside a year ago, Stella was living outside, Splash was living outside, and Simba was living outside. They were all living outside. So they've come a long way in 1 year. All of them. Even Hydrox. Because a year ago, he would not come that close to me. A year ago, he would not even be sitting near the back door. He does have a lot of safe places to go. He has the custom wood cat house under the house. He has the plastic tub shelter under the house. He has the brand new insulated doghouse shelter on the patio. And then there's another Rubbermaid shelter near the driveway. That one is also insulated. Maybe sometime this week I might put out the other water tub for him, like the water station, maybe even the heated bowls. I usually wait until it's more cold out before I put those out because they're more work to maintain. But I do also have the heated pet pad that I could put in one of the shelters. I just don't know which shelter he would use more than the others. And they're all really nice shelters. The only improvement that I would like to make to one of them, or if not two of them, is maybe to put some windows in, just because we know how much cats like looking out windows. I think maybe if there was a window in the wooden shelter or the new doghouse shelter, they might like to be in it more because they could just be safe and at the same time look out. I just opened the back door to look for Hydrox. Like, I opened the back door and I stepped outside to look for him, and look where he is. He's sleeping on the chair. He's all curled up. I'm giving Hydrox a quarter cup of the raw nuggets, and I'm giving him half of a can of the Iams pate, and let's see if he eats this. I also am giving him herbs. I'm giving him the same herbs that Boo is on, but I'm just giving Hydrox 3 drops of each, just to see if he eats the food and if I notice any difference in him. And I can continue giving him more herbs, but yeah, so I'm just gonna, again, this is all trial and error experimentation just to observe behaviors. Good morning, Hydrox. Is he gonna stretch? Is he gonna stretch the back legs? If he stretches the back legs, it's a good sign. I mean, he stretched his front legs, which is a good sign. It's a good sign that he's just sitting there on the rug. Hello, Hydrox. I have breakfast for you. Would you like some breakfast? This is the plate from yesterday, but it's obviously clean because if there were any raccoons or skunks around, they would have cleaned it. So I'm putting his food on this plate holder, and as I'm doing this, he's just sitting there. Right, Hydrox? You a good boy? You a good boy, Hydrox? Here, you want breakfast? I think Hydrox might have been in like the wooden cat house, because that's where he hung out last year. Right now it's less than 40 degrees out. I'm sitting here half dressed, and my hair's all wet because I just got out of the shower a little while ago. And I'm just sitting here to see what Hydrox does. Now I'm standing up. I don't want to move closer to him because I don't want to scare him. So, yeah, I'll come back and get like the extra dirty plates later. Hydrox does have a fish toy to play with, and some other toys. Eat your food, Hydrox. Go eat. Eat your food. Eat your food, Hydrox. Go eat. He waited for me to go inside before he walked over to the food, and as he walked over to the food, he stretched out both of his back legs. If anyone watching this or hearing this is dealing with feral cats, I highly encourage you to name them. Give them names. They like having names. Hydrox loves his name, and he has learned his name. If I see him across the yard and I say, "Hey, Hydrox," he turns and he faces me. And if I see him outside and I open a window and I go, "Hey, Hydrox," he'll stop and look at me. So he definitely knows his name. And I would say one of the first things to start interacting with feral cats is to give them names. It is a little after 12 noon right now. Hydrox is sitting on the chair. He's grooming himself. He ate some of the food that was on his plate. I would say maybe he ate half of it. He also has the dry food in the feeder, so he has quite a bit of food, and there's water outside too. Okay, I just came outside to feed Hydrox. He's hanging out near the patio. So I'm gonna go in and get him his food. Hydrox is getting the same exact thing as Boo. He's also getting the herbs and he's getting water. I figure Hydrox probably needs the herbs a lot more than Boo does. Okay guys, you just missed it. Hydrox was sitting next to the table, just like waiting for his food. It was so cute. Right now he's on the rug. I'm gonna move slow so as I don't scare him, but look, this is huge. He's still just sitting there while I'm replacing the plates. I'm taking the old plate off. And I'm putting the new plate on here. And there's Hydrox. Hydrox, wanna eat? Want some food? Come here. Eat your food. Come here, Hydrox. There's Hydrox, and there's the food. There's Hydrox. He's gonna eat. Hey, Hydrox. Is he gonna go in one of the shelters, or is he just gonna hang out? Eat your food, Hydrox. I just went inside. And he's walking over here toward the steps. Hey, Hydrox, eat your food. I gave you food. I just gave him 100% raw food. Like, the whole thing is raw. Maybe he doesn't want to eat raw food. Maybe he wants canned food. So I'm gonna go take half of a can that I have and put that out for him. I just gave him the other half of the can that he had for breakfast. Now for breakfast, he had half raw food and half canned food. So right now, he's digging into the canned food, which is the Iams pate. I think it's like the last can of Iams that I have. I did add hot water to it because the food was in the refrigerator. And it's cold out. Right now it's like 44 degrees out. So I added some hot tap water to the food just to bring it up to room temperature. And he's eating that. And he'll probably eat some of the raw food now that he's eating that. So that's good. I'm glad I stopped off here at home before it got dark. Okay, I'm giving Hydrox his food. There's Hydrox's food under the table. He still has a whole bunch of dry food. Hydrox, go eat your food. Go eat your food, Hydrox. And there he goes, eating his food. I just came inside. I'll be curious to see how much of it he eats and which part of it he eats. Hydrox is still laying on the patio furniture. It might end up being like a boo thing where he spends like all his time just hanging out there. We'll have to see what happens. So this is his plate of food from breakfast. He ate all of that Nature's Recipe chicken and broth thing, and he left the raw food. Look at him, look how comfy he is. He's like laying on his arm. This is a very comfy cat pose. Okay, I just came outside to give Hydrox some food. It's already dark, so it's later than I'd like. Can you guys see that? Hydrox is laying on the same chair where he was laying earlier today. This is his new thing, laying on that chair. He must really like laying on that chair. Okay, so I just gave Hydrox one of those raw turkey nuggets because I had it defrosted for him, and half a can of the instinct turkey food, and just gonna leave it here near the table because there's better light, and Hydrox just jumped off the patio chair and he's waiting for me to go inside, then he's gonna come eat his food. Right now he's about maybe 6 feet away from me. And there's Boo in the window. Hello, Boo. There's Hydrox. Go eat your food, Hydrox. Eat your food. You don't want your dinner? There he goes. He's gonna eat it. And today I'm standing here on the step. He really likes the instinct turkey canned food. Since it is dark out here, I feel like I do need to just stand here a little while, maybe to keep raccoons or skunks or possums away. Yep, I'm standing out here while this cat eats. Now he's walking away toward the driveway. It is 8:13 a.m. I just looked outside and Hydrox is still laying on the patio chair. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is like Boo all over again. Right now it's about 50 degrees out. Hydrox looks very comfy. He does have the blue towel to lay on, but I don't think he wants it because maybe it smells like Boo. So either today or tomorrow I'm going to try to collect all the outside towels. Most of them are in the garage, and put them through the laundry so they don't smell like Boo anymore. But look, there's Hydrox. He's been there all night and most of the day yesterday. I just put Hydrox's food under the table, and there's Hydrox sitting on the chair. He looks like he's too comfy to move, but I think once I go inside he'll move. I don't want to approach him because I don't want to freak him out. I want him to feel safe on the patio. Okay, Hydrox just got off of his chair and he's going over to eat. He's actually going over the dry food because he probably didn't even get up off the chair all morning when the feeder went off. So he's gonna eat his dry food and then he'll eat his other food. These outside cats really like the dry food, I guess just because they're used to the feeder. The feeder provides them a consistent meal at the same time every day. So they probably come to rely on it, and as they come to rely on it, they really come to enjoy the food, which is why Boo probably loves his dry food so much. And I don't feed it to him until after he's eaten all of his raw food first. Then I give him the dry food as if it's a treat. And I portion it out in 1 tablespoon servings. It is 10:49 a.m. Hydrox is back on the chair. 10:56 a.m. Hydrox is still in the chair. Look at how he's laying. There might be some reflections on the window, but look. Look how he's laying. He's just all comfy with his paws all sprawled out. Okay, so it looks like Hydrox ate pretty much most of the canned food, left most of the raw food. And there's Hydrox. Hey, Hydrox. I just came outside to throw out some garbage and get the garbage cans, and he got off his chair. Hydrox, you want to play? Hydrox, you want to play? See what he does? He walks away. Now I have to say there's a lot of noise going on right now. I hear landscapers to the east of me, and I also hear landscapers to the southwest of me. I have no idea where Hydrox just went. He walked over toward the front yard area, but I'm just gonna refill the water. It is 8:10 a.m. and just as I was looking outside, Hydrox was jumping onto the patio chair. Now everything is wet outside. It looks like it has recently been raining. Yesterday all day was like light rain, so I guess the light rain continued through the night. And now Hydrox is sitting on the patio chair. He's waiting for some food. Good morning, Hydrox. Good morning, Hydrox. Okay, come on. When he sees me putting his paper plate of food on the plate holder, then he stops meowing. There's his food. I put it under the table, and I am just gonna sit here a minute and see what he does. There's Stella watching from the door. I have to walk past him to throw these paper plates away. He's gonna run to the right, maybe around the bushes and back to the patio. Hey, Hydrox. I have to put these in the garbage, okay? I'm just gonna walk past you. I'm putting these in the garbage. I just have to put these in the garbage. Okay, you don't want me to? Since he is blocking the way to the driveway, I'm not gonna put these in the garbage yet. I went inside and he walked right back over to his food. So Hydrox is open to being fed, but when it comes to any other kind of interaction, he's not open to that at all. Yet. Hydrox is sleeping outside on the patio chair. It is like 35 degrees out. He has the much warmer shelters to sleep in. I don't know why he's sleeping on the chair. It is 5:02 p.m. and everything has been blown all over the patio because it is so windy today. Like, it's ridiculously windy. I don't know where Hydrox is. Oh wow, look, there's a bunch of leaves in the food. So all the food is gone. I am gonna give him food and I'm gonna go inside, get some hot water and put water in there. So I was just making a whole lot of noise when I was putting the food in the bowl because I was trying to figure out how to move it under the table. And look who I see. I am so happy to see Hydrox right here. Do you see that wire going into the wooden house he's right next to? That's the heated mat. So let's hope Hydrox was inside that house on the heated mat because he's a smart cat. Okay, there's Hydrox. He's eating the food that I put in the feeder. I still have to put water in it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed the downstairs cats, and then when I see that he's done eating, I'm gonna go outside, put water in the water part, and if he ate all the food, I'll give him some more food. Because in this really cold weather, they could use some extra food because, you know, they have to stay warm. It is 10 a.m. and it's raining, and it's really cold out. It is about 36 degrees. I just hope it stays above freezing so we don't get snow. And I was just gonna bring Hydrox some wet food and put it in the feeder, but I see him, he's sitting there eating dry food. So I am going to let him eat his dry food, not interrupt him, and then check back in a few minutes and see if I could put the wet food out then. It looks like maybe he's turning around. Oh yeah, now he's looking in the bowls. Okay, so if he walks away from the table, there he goes. I'm gonna put his food out. Hydrox, want some food? Maybe he's gonna wait there. See the little dry spot near the door? There's like a little dry area near the door. Okay, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna turn the camera off because it is raining. I don't want it to get wet. Okay, so there's the food. I'm giving him this Pride by Instinct. It's the chicken. It's probably 2/3 of a can, along with some fresh water. I rinsed out the food bowl. So I just push that under the table. And there's Hydrox. Look, he's walking towards me. Hydrox is walking towards me as I put the food under here. There's still a little bit of food in the bowl, and that's good because I increased the amount of food that is dispensing. It's now dispensing 5/8 of a cup. Hello, Hydrox, how are you today? I'm really close to him right now. I'm only like 4 or 5 feet away, and he's just sitting there like he's friendly. So I'm not gonna keep him out in the rain. I'm gonna go inside. And there he goes. I just came inside. The minute I shut the door, he goes and eats the food. Can you guys see the steam coming up off of that water? It's only warm water, but that's how cold it is out. Let's hope it doesn't freeze. It is 5:08 p.m. and Hydrox is outside eating his food. I just put some food out for him. I forgot to bring my camera out, but he was hanging out on the patio, waiting for his food. And then he moved to the other side of the patio when I gave him his food. And then I came back inside and he was under the table eating his food. I know it's hard to see because it's so dark. I just came outside to feed Hydrox, and there he is laying by the house. Now I have to tell you, I looked outside the front window this morning, and Hydrox was lounging in the road, cleaning himself. And then when I went to get the camera, by the time I got back to the window, he had crossed the street and he was walking down the sidewalk. So I opened the window and I was yelling, "Hydrox, Hydrox," but he was already several houses down, and I guess he didn't hear me. But look, he came back. And he's in a nice, warm, comfy spot near the patio. Boo's in the window. He's relaxing. Right now the thermometer says it's about 38 degrees out. I just gave Hydrox his food and some fresh water. He is getting half a can of this Perfect Bistro Thanksgiving Day dinner. He still has dry food in the feeder. Hello, Hydrox. How are you? I often get comments from people saying that I need to spend more time outside with Hydrox and I need to interact with him more. Now the issue that I have with that is that if I try to get much closer than where I'm standing right now, if I try to interact with him, he will turn and leave, like he'll walk away. So I don't want to scare him because I know that this is a safe place for him to be. Anywhere in my yard is a safe place for him to be. So I'm not going to freak him out by forcing interaction on him. I'd rather just let him do his thing, and then when he's comfortable interacting with me, he knows I'm here. Like, he knows I'm here, I'm giving him food. He could easily have gotten up and like walked over toward me, started meowing. He knows where the back door is. All the other cats knew where the back door is. They all waited by the back door. So Hydrox is not a stupid cat. He's obviously very smart because he's been able to survive outside for many years on his own. And I am not going to do anything that's going to make him uncomfortable or want to leave and go somewhere potentially unsafe. So that's why I am not spending more time outside with Hydrox, and that's why I'm not forcing interaction on him right now. Maybe in the springtime it'll be different. Don't forget with Boo, the other cats started coming inside in November and December, and Boo never wanted anything to do with that. And then in January, when they got fixed, they came inside for good. And I would only ever see Boo occasionally after that. And it wasn't until the weather got warmer that I would start seeing him more often. And it wasn't until he had that horrible scrape up, which we later learned was a TNR, that he started coming here every single day for every single meal. So, you know, everything happens in its own time. Right, Hydrox? Hydrox likes it that I'm standing here and talking. Doesn't he look happy right now? He looks very happy. He's laying in the sun. He's in a warm spot, even though the temperature is cool. He's very warm there. Don't forget, cats have fur coats. And he has fresh food and fresh water. So he's living a luxury life for a feral cat. Now, one other thing that I want to mention is that when I went to replace the water, I noticed that the bowl was still warm, which is a good thing, which means that this kitty cafe is still plugged in. And if the kitty cafe is still plugged in, it means the heating mat in the house is still plugged in. And I pretty much keep checking on that, like every time I come out here to refill the food, just make sure it's still warm. Because last year when I had the Christmas lights hooked up in the front yard, they were all on the same outlet. And sometimes when it rained or if the snow was melting, it would trip the circuit because I have the ground fault interruption circuits or the ground fault circuit interrupters. I always mix those two up. But anyway, if there's any issues with the electricity coming out of those outlets, they shut off. And then I have to manually go and reset them. And if the problem still exists, they keep shutting themselves off. So as I was telling you guys about the outlets, Hydrox walked over to the patio. I guess he didn't want to hear me talking. And then I saw him leaving, so I said, "Come on, Hydrox, come back and eat your food." And I went inside. The minute I went inside, he went over to the food. 11:17 a.m. Hydrox is eating his food. He ate a little of it when I put it out, and then he like walked away and he left most of it. And then he came back and he ate more, and then he walked away, and then he just came back again to eat more. I mean, that's such a typical cat. Now he's going to the dry food. It's hard to see because the table's there, and I don't know if you could see his paws, but he was going from the wet food to the dry food. You see him now? And I know it's hard because I'm shooting through a window and there's reflections and there's a screen and all kinds of stuff. Simba is laying on top of the cat tower in the front window. Look how amazing the trees look today. They're all yellow and gold and orange. It is 4:13 p.m. and I was just going to start putting some food out for a Hydrox. And there he is. Look, he's sleeping at the patio table. I don't know why he likes sleeping there. I mean, it's cold. Well, right now it's a little bit warmer. Right now, maybe it says it's like 44 degrees out, so it's not as cold as last night, but it's still cold. So I'm going to put some food and stuff together for him and take that out before it gets dark. Look at that. All of Hydrox's food is gone. He licked that bowl clean. And there's a leaf in the water. How does that happen when it's under a table? It should not be doing that. How are you? Are you going to eat your food? I just gave you turkey and duck and chicken. It's Thanksgiving dinner. You're getting more Thanksgiving dinner. It's like a turducken. You don't know what that is and you don't really care about that. But it's good food for you, Hydrox. You could go in one of their houses. You have all kinds of shelters to go in. You don't have to hang out on the chair. You know that. Go in your shelters, Hydrox. It's nice and warm, okay? Hello, Hydrox. Would you like some food? Looks like it rained sometime overnight. Everything's wet. But Hydrox is not running away. I just took some cardboard out to the garage. Where's he gonna go? Hydrox, you don't want to eat? You don't want any food? It looks like he just ate dry food out of the feeder, but I'll come back out and give him wet food. Okay guys, I just looked outside. Look at what's going on now. Here's Hydrox, and there's another cat. I've never seen this other cat before, but look at this other cat. Look at the cat. It looks like Stella, but the nose is almost like Splash. Look at this. This has to be from the feral family. I wonder if this is Stella's mom or dad. I've never seen this cat before. I don't know if it belongs to a neighbor, but look. Look how much it looks like Stella. Oh my gosh. It might be Stella's dad. Because here's Hydrox. And, like, there's a lot of tension going on right now. And I hope there's not going to be a fight. Right now, I kind of feel bad for Hydrox. But this is really Hydrox's territory now. So here's the cat. Unless the cat is just visiting for the first time. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the cat's been sleeping in this doghouse shelter. I don't know. I have not been picking up anything on the security footage at night. Or even during the day. I don't want to chase anyone away. Right now, I'm just in observation mode. And that's what we always need to do. And we don't want to react, because that's the easiest thing to do, and it's usually the wrong thing to do. Never react. Always observe and rationalize. So now obviously these cats have been living outside on their own for a while, so there's no reason for me to get involved just now. I don't want to chase any of them away. I don't want to scare Hydrox. Maybe this cat just wants food and water. There's a lot of, like, howling going on. Do you guys hear that? Hydrox is howling. I don't know if this other cat was just playing really slick to like get within attacking distance of Hydrox. Can you guys hear that? That has to be Stella's mother or father. It has to be. I mean, look at the nose. That's where Splash would have gotten his nose coloring from. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Is he trying to get an attack? I've never seen a cat trying to attack like that. Maybe he wants to be friends. If that cat lays down right now, it's gonna try to be friends with Hydrox. What is going on? No, they're both howling. Wonder what's gonna happen if I open the window. You guys want to eat? Do you guys want some food? Would you guys like some food? Hey! Do you want some food? Would you like some food? I know I said I wasn't gonna... I know I said I wasn't going to interrupt, but I don't like where this is going. You guys want some food? Would you like some food? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? To me, this reminds me so much of when Stella showed up for food that time. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Would you like some food? You guys want to eat food? Okay, I just came outside with the food, and Hydrox is under the table, and the other cat is under the fence. It's still kind of watching. I'm gonna put food out in 2 separate locations. Okay, here I am. I'm putting food out, and there's Hydrox, like right near me. Hydrox, would you like some food? I think he's worried about the other cat getting his food. Hydrox, you're a good boy. Okay, so I just put some food in the kitty cafe for Hydrox, and I have the other half of the can here on this paper plate. I'm putting that here in this little sheltered corner, so if the other cat wants to come and eat, it could come and eat that. Stella has been watching from the door. Boo has been watching from his window. Hydrox is eating his food, and that other cat, if it's hungry, I'm sure it will come back and eat some of this food. There's food where Hydrox is, and then there's food in the other corner of the patio, close to that fence. Okay, I just looked outside and I saw that this plate had been moved, but also that this plate had been emptied. So I I don't see any food that might have just gotten spilled. So it looks like someone ate it. I don't know if it was Hydrox or that other cat. Hydrox's bowl is empty also. This morning I heard the feeder go off at 5:30 a.m. which means I need to reset the schedule on it. I guess when the time fell back for daylight savings, it affected when the food was being dispensed. So that would make a lot of sense as to why a lot of the food goes missing, because if it's dispensing it so early in the morning when it's still dark out, all kinds of creatures could be eating it. It's 8:58 a.m. Look who's sitting on the doormat. It's Hydrox. Hydrox is sitting right by the door. This means I gotta go out and give him food. Hydrox is getting a can of the Trader Joe's turkey and giblets. He's also getting these multi-essential drops. These are like multivitamin for cats. I just gave Hydrox the whole can of food. It is really cold out. You see all that steam coming off of the warm water? And there's Hydrox. He was trying to eat food out of the can as I was emptying the water out. Look, I'm sitting here. He's stretching. He stretched his back legs out. Oh my God, look at this. I'm right here, guys. Look. I am right here. I'm a foot away from Hydrox. And he's eating his food like he's not even afraid of me. This is crazy. Hello, Hydrox. It's okay. See what happened? I put the camera in a little bit closer. See how he backed away and he got scared? That's why I don't want to, force any of my interactions on him. I'd rather just kind of be here and let him do what he wants. And there he is right now. So I'm going to go inside and let him finish eating. I doubt you guys could see it because it's very light, but it's snowing right now. It's like very light flurries, like super light flurries. 9:52 a.m. It's starting to snow a little bit heavier. Okay, I'm outside and I just gave Hydrox a can of Friskies, turkey and giblets dinner. I gave him some water. And I saw him come out of the heated cat house and he was sitting next to it. And then all of a sudden, as I was filling this, I heard a meow. Look, he's only maybe 3 feet away from me. He came to greet me. Hey, Hydrox, are you hungry? Stay nice and warm in the heated cat house, okay? Yeah, that's just for you, okay? I'm gonna give you some food. Okay, I put his food under the table so now he can eat it. That was incredibly huge progress for Hydrox. Like, amazing what he just did. The fact that he saw me putting food out and then he moved from where he was sitting next to the cat shelter closer to me under the table and meowed hello at me. And then when I was talking to him, he was meowing back to me. That is so huge for Hydrox. We're not supposed to get much snow at all, only about 1 to 3 inches, so hopefully there won't be any need for a snowblower. But if there is, I need to make sure that those extension cords are somewhere where the snowblower is not going to get caught up in them. Not that that part of the patio would need to be cleared off. I really just focus on the active walkways, and that half of the patio really does not have any active walkways right now. And it's not like we're supposed to get like a foot or 2 of snow. Right now it's only supposed to be a few inches. Right now it is sometime after 4 p.m. I want to say it's around 4:15. It just feels like it's around 4:15. And this is what the feeding station looks like. There's probably 4 inches of snow on it. And it is supposed to continue snowing all night. Now, the original forecast was for 1 to 3 inches. And we have surpassed that. So The feeder was empty, so I just put in like a half cup of dry food just in case Hydrox wants it. There are no birds out right now, so hopefully he'll get the food to himself. The water is not frozen, so that's a good thing. That kitty cafe definitely works. There's Hydrox under the house in his apartment. It's now Hydrox's apartment. And I just watched him come out of that side entrance of the heated cat house. To the left of him is the vestibule. And I just watched him walk out of the vestibule. So it's nice to know that Hydrox has a nice little heated house to hang out in. There's Hydrox eating his food. I'm glad I put it out there. It's just about to get dark in, I would say, 15 or 20 minutes. So it's a good time for him to eat, and then he could go rest. And just kind of get cozy and sleep all night, hopefully in that little house. Last year, at this time, all of the cats were living outside. Stella, Splash, and Simba would come in occasionally, and I would try to get them in when I saw snow. So if I saw snow like this last year, I would keep them inside for like a day or two until the snow had passed, and then I might let them back out. So, and Boo, he was always out. He was off doing his thing. I remember one time, I think it was in January, because the other cats had already moved inside, and it was snowing like this, but it was more snow than this. And I went out to check the automatic feeder or to put some dry food in it, and Boo came out of nowhere, and he came up to eat like while I was filling the feeder, and he meowed at me. So that was like one of the only times last winter that I saw Boo. And then I saw him a few times in some of the shelters around the patio area, around the yard. And of course there are a few places that the cats know to hang out, like in an old woodshed around here and in a broken foundation of a house. I've seen cats go in and out of certain little places. They're very resourceful. They know how to take care of themselves. So I'm sure Boo's going to be very happy to be warm and comfy all winter. The other thing we need to think about is, like, what if I was not doing this? What if I did not have a heated cat shelter outside for Hydrox? Where would he be hanging out right now? What would he be doing? I mean, he's obviously been out there for years without this heated shelter, but where would Boo be right now? Where would Stella and the kittens be right now? We really need to get more people to stop being afraid of feral cats and to stop thinking all kinds of false information about feral cats. Feral cats are just cats that were born and raised in nature by other cats. They're not socialized with humans, so they need to learn how to interact with us. They're fully capable of learning how to do that. They're not these wild, untamable, ferocious creatures that many people in this world would like us to believe that they are. It is 11:06 a.m. I just came outside to give Hydrox some food, and I remembered that I forgot my camera. So I went back inside to get my camera, and I saw Hydrox coming out of the heated cat house. And he saw me, and he walked over to the food. And right now, can you see, there's the can of food, and there's the pitcher on top, and there's the heated kitty cafe. I'm just about to put some food out for Hydrox. I'm approaching it, and he's still here. Hello, Hydrox. Hello. Are you being a good boy today? Hydrox, are you a boy or are you a girl? Are you a boy or a girl? You're a boy? How dare I ask you that question? Okay, look, he's just sitting here right near me. Are you hungry? Yes, I know you're hungry. I'm going to give you some food. I just want to see what he does when I talk to him, how he responds. Hello, Hydrox. This is the heated kitty cafe. This is by K&H Products. There is a link to this product in the description below this video. If you're in a similar situation where you're feeding outdoor cats and you want to keep their food and water from freezing, it works really, really well. So here's the water. I'm just going to dump this and put fresh water in and then put his food in here. I just picked up the bowl and I do feel warmth on the bowl. So it doesn't make it hot. It just, I would say it makes it like lukewarm, which when you're dealing with, right now it's like 32 degrees out, you know, feels quite a bit warmer. There's Hydrox. He's eating his food. I gave him a full can of the Friskies cat concoctions. This is salmon and chicken liver dinner. So I gave him a full can so he could eat as much as he wants. He does need extra calories in the winter to help him stay warm. This is Stella. She's been watching me. She loves laying in the sun by the back door. And there's Boo. Can you see Boo? It's really hard to see a black cat. I'm also zoomed in a lot, so if it looks shaky, that's why. It is 1:40 p.m. All of the cat food is gone. I don't know if Hydrox ate it. I don't know if the birds ate it. I don't know if it's a combination of things. At least all of the snow is melting off of the patio. And I don't really see a lot of cat tracks or animal tracks at all. It's about 4 p.m. right now, and I figure let me go outside and give Hydrox some food before it starts getting dark and while the weather is not too bad. So I was emptying his water bowl in order to refill it with new water, and I turn around and Hydrox is standing like right here. Standing right here looking at me. And I was only a few feet away from him. I was like, hi Hydrox. And then he moved under the table. So he's obviously hungry. He's looking for food. There's Hydrox eating his food. 11:48 a.m. I just came outside to give Hydrox some food. He's getting some sun in his apartment. Hello Hydrox. How are you, Hydrox? Are you being a good boy? I don't know what that like white furry thing is that I see in a pile of leaves behind him. I hope it's a toy and not like a dead mouse. But like I'm right here about 5 or 6 feet away from him. He's not running. He's just hanging out. This cat has it so good right now. Right, Hydrox? You living the luxury life? Luxury life, getting some sun. There is Hydrox's food. He's getting the rest of this can of Friskies, ocean whitefish, and tuna dinner. It is 8:15 p.m. right now. I just got home. And here's Hydrox. He just came out of his house to greet me. He's 3 for 3 today. He greeted me for breakfast. Then in the middle of the day when I gave him some food around, I think it was around 3 p.m. And then now, like 8 p.m., I just got back again. This is crazy. I just gave him half a can of this Frisky salmon dinner. Hydrox is not eating his food. Maybe he's not hungry. I mean, he had 2 really good meals today. Maybe he's just coming out to say hello to me. 10:30 a.m. I just opened the back door and Hydrox was laying on the black cat doormat because then I just watched him walk to where you see him sitting now. So I'm just about to go outside to give him some food. It's been kind of yucky and rainy, but at least most of the snow is melted, which is great. And it is a little bit warmer. It's about 40 degrees out. So I'm gonna go give Hydrox a whole can of food. Today, Hydrox is getting the Trader Joe's ocean fish, salmon, and rice. He's also getting these NHV multi-essentials. This is an herbal dietary supplement. It's basically a multivitamin for cats. I just took out the can of food and the pitcher of water, and Hydrox is sitting here talking to me. Hey, Hydrox. You want to eat? Would you like some food? This is huge for Hydrox. Guys, you have no idea how big this is for Hydrox. It's huge. Would you like some food? Yeah? Want some breakfast? Are you a good boy, Hydrox? Do you like the heated shelter? I'm having flashbacks to when I used to come outside and give Boo food, and he used to meow at me like this. Look, Look, he's just sitting down. Hey, Hydrox. There's no food in the bowl and the water looks pretty clean, so it doesn't look like any raccoons got to it. I would like to check the automated feeder and just see what's going on with the dry food in there and make sure that there are no errors on it and it is dispensing. But I don't want to do it now because it's going to freak Hydrox out and he's going to run away. So I'm going to try to do that at some time that's like not a time where I'm feeding him. Where you going? Come here. Come here, Hydrox. You gonna eat? Come on, I'm giving you food. Come here. Come on. You're getting vitamins too. Come on. Come here. Come on, Hydrox. Want some food? Come on. Over here. Come here. Okay, I just put the whole can of food in the bowl. I give him fresh water. And I mean, this is a huge amount of interaction for Hydrox. He's still sitting on the patio, not too far away, maybe like 8 feet away from me. So, progress, right? Okay, I just came inside and Hydrox walked over and he's eating his food. Good. I hope he eats as much as he wants. And hopefully no birds will get to it because the weather's a little weird today. It's like 3 minutes later and Hydrox is sitting here just like grooming himself. Meanwhile, he only ate like a little bit of the food. So this cat is not very hungry. He's starting to become a picky eater. Okay, it's still rainy and drizzly outside, so I took the leftover tuna that the cats did not eat and I put the entire platter outside, and if I put the leg of the table on it, it does not blow away because it is windy out also. And there's plenty of tuna on there for Hydrox to have a good meal. If he eats fast, he could go into his house. Oh my god, is it snowing? It could be snowing. I mean, it's cold out. I hope it's not snowing. Yeah, it looks like it's snowing. See the snow on his fur? Hopefully he'll eat fast. Okay, there's the plate. I would say Hydrox ate half of the food that was on the plate. I don't know if you could see that there's still food on it. And I knew he was going to do that. Like, he never wants a big meal. He just wants to know he's being fed and there's food available. So he went from eating here and then he walked into the cat shelter. I just gave Hydrox half of a can of Friskies because I think he has not been eating the whole can. He's only been eating part of the can. Here's Hydrox. I literally watched him walk out of the side vestibule of the heated cat shelter, and he walked as close as this, which is maybe like 4 feet away from me, and he's just been sitting there meowing, and he'll eat his food. Right? Right? Right, Hydrox? You gonna stretch? Oh, look, front stretch and back stretch. Ooh, that's good, Hydrox, right? Okay, so I was just outside with no coat or anything on. Like, I'm just wearing a light sweater and jeans. And it was really cold out. And I had no idea exactly how cold it is out. It's like 20 degrees, like less than 20 degrees. So I gave him half a can. What I am going to do is I'm just going to hang out around here for a few minutes and see what he does. I don't think he's gonna eat much of it, in which case the other half of the can is gonna go in the refrigerator, or I'm just gonna put it aside until later. But if he does eat it all, I'll give him the rest of the can. It's really super windy, and I need to throw that plate away. But I wanted him to eat because he looked really hungry. I didn't want to take the plate over to the garbage, come back, and, you know, scare him away and stuff, so. Let's just keep an eye on what he's doing. Okay, I just came back outside because I saw Hydrox walk away. He pretty much finished the food, so I'm gonna give him the other half of the can. There's Hydrox hanging out by the vestibule next to the shelter. There he is. I just came inside and he just walked over to the food to eat more of it. And some people have suggested that I move the feeder closer to the shelter so he doesn't have to walk as far. And you never want to put food in, around, or near a cat shelter because the food attracts predators and it attracts other animals like raccoons, skunks, possum, other wildlife, especially at night. And you don't want that near the cat shelter. You want to keep that far away from the cat shelter. In this case, I don't know, maybe it's like 14 to 16 feet away. And I find that's a decent distance. It is 6:52 p.m. and I just got home, and as I was walking across the patio, Hydrox was standing right next to the steps like he was waiting for me to get home. Now he's moved to near the table, and it is still freezing cold out. So I am going to give him some dry food in the feeder. How are you, Hydrox? You being a good boy? Okay, there's Hydrox eating his food. I gave him 4 big heaping tablespoons of the dry food. He's getting the good dry food, the Nature's Variety dry food. And there was still water in the water side, and it's not frozen, but the feeder itself was frozen to the patio. So I ended up moving it, and it's really cold out. It says it's like 20 degrees out. Good thing cats have thick fur coats, and they could deal with the cold. Now, remember, Hydrox has been living outside for at least 5 years that I know of. And he's withstood all of the winters without this cushy setup of the kitty cafe and the feeder and the warm house, so. It's snowing. 8:05 a.m. It is still snowing. Originally, we were only supposed to get like up to an inch, but now we're supposed to get 2 to 3 inches. It is 10:28 a.m. This thermometer says it's about 26 degrees out. I just cleared off the patio area and the driveway and the sidewalks and the front walks, and it's nice and crisp and cold and invigorating out today. I'm just very happy that the sun is out to melt a lot of this. Now, I did not see Hydrox today, but what I did see were cat tracks. I saw cat tracks from the shelter to the table, from the table to the feeder, and then from the feeder down along the side of the garage, all the way down the driveway, and then he made a left to one of their neighbors' houses. So Hydrox is out. I think he's out looking for breakfast. What I also did today, since he was not here and I was not going to scare him, was I took the top off of this doghouse feeder station, and I looked at the feeder mechanism inside, and it was not dispensing food because something in the display was wrong. The last time it was set, it was not cycled all the way through. There's Hydrox. And it was left on, the setting to set it. So I fixed that, and now tomorrow morning it should dispense food. So that means that it has not been dispensing food for a good week or more. But Hydrox has been getting his wet food, so that's good. Hello, Hydrox. How are you? Did you guys hear him meowing as he was like walking up behind me? So I was basically standing on the patio filming the feeder, and he walked onto the patio. he walked by me and he walked here to his little apartment. So this cat is definitely becoming less and less afraid of me. What I want to do is move the little sunroom over and put it here. That's where the sunroom was last winter. So when it snowed, it kept the area under the sunroom dry, and then when the snow was removed for the sunroom, it helped heat up the area, and it helped heat up this house also. And this is the sunroom that I'm talking about. It's just like that plastic window cover unit. So I'm going to remove this from here, and I'm going to put it near Hydrox's shelter, but I'm not going to do that until the snow melts and then it's dry. Hello, Boo. I just came inside and Hydrox is eating his food. Good boy. I gave him half a can of frisky salmon pate and then maybe a quarter cup of dry food. He's going to look in the feeder and there's nothing in the feeder. Oh no, he just turned around. Okay, but I did wipe out the bowl in the feeder because it was kind of grungy, so I cleaned the bowl out. I gave him new water, and he has crunchy food and wet food. What I just realized is that I need to reprogram the feeder so it's feeding twice a day. I need to program it so it's feeding him breakfast and then also feeding him some dinner just in case I don't get back before it gets dark, because it's really hard. I mean, it gets dark so early now by 4:30. And it's been pretty impossible for me to get home that early lately, so I should have done that. It is about 10 p.m. I just got home. And I unloaded the car. I was back and forth from the car to the house about 4 times. I did not see Hydrox. But on this last trip, he came out. And he's really close to me right now. He's under the patio table. And I'm only 3 feet away from him. So I put some dry food in the feeder for him. And I'm gonna go inside because he looks cold. That way he can eat and go in his warm house, okay? There he is. He's eating the dry food. I did reset the automated feeder today. Not only did I reset it for the morning feeding, I also set it to dispense food at 4 p.m. So it's now dispensing a half a cup of dry food twice a day. It is 11 a.m. Hydrox is sitting on the patio chair. It's a little bit warmer today. It is just about 40 degrees out. I'm giving Hydrox some food. This is what his feeder looks like. Now, I gave him breakfast yesterday, but I did not have a chance to give him dinner later in the evening because I didn't get home until 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it was already dark and cold, and I had the gates up between the downstairs and the upstairs, and I did not have a chance to come outside give Hydrox food. I don't really like feeding him when it's dark out, but he did have dry food in the feeder yesterday afternoon around 4 p.m. So right now I am going to rinse these out and then give him new water and fresh food. And as I am talking to you guys, Hydrox is still on the chair. He's only 3 or 4 feet away from me. He's not moving. He's just looking at me, waiting for his food. Okay, I just gave him the can of food and I gave him some water, and I always add some water to the food because this is a heated thermo kitty cafe, and the food will dry out if you don't add a little bit of water to it, and over time the water will evaporate out of the water section. Hydrox is still sitting here. Hello, Hydrox. He has not meowed. So that makes me think he's not hungry. He's been eating out of the feeder. Should have given him breakfast today. You a good boy, Hydrox? It is 11:40 a.m. I'm outside. I'm giving Hydrox some food. He's getting half a can of this Nature's Variety Pride by Instinct, just because I think that's what he's going to eat. He's not meowing at me right now, which makes me assume that he's been eating the dry food out of the feeder, because it has been dispensing in the morning and also about 4 p.m. And so he has fresh water, he has food, there's a little bit of water in the food. And there's Hydrox. Can you see him? There he is. He's on the other side of the patio furniture. He's just hanging out. And again, he's not meowing at me because he's probably not as hungry as he normally is when he's meowing at me. Remember, he was meowing at me a lot when the feeder was not dispensing food. I thought it was, but it wasn't. So Right now he's very content. The sun is out today, so he will be able to sit in the sun and enjoy himself. And there's Hydrox. He walked over to the food to eat it. It is about 26 degrees out right now. It is 10:20 p.m. I'm just getting home. And here's Hydrox. He greeted me by coming out of his little cat house. So I guess he's hungry. I'm going to give him some dry food in the Thermo Kitty Cafe. There he is. He's just sitting there looking at me. Hello, Hydrox. How are you, Hydrox? Are you hungry? Would you like some food? Are you cold? Going back in your house. Go back in your house, Hydrox. I just came inside and there he goes. He walked over to the food bowl. He's gonna eat his food. So the dispenser dispensed dry food at 4 p.m. Or at least it was supposed to dispense dry food at 4 p.m. And right now it's about 10:20. So that was about 6 hours ago. Right now it is about 12 p.m. and I'm about to give Hydrox his food, but first I need to make sure that there's enough dry food in the feeder to last the next several days. Hello, Hydrox. How are you? Hydrox was in the heated cat shelter, and he came out when he heard me. So I am putting this Blue Wilderness dry food in the feeder. Half of this bag is already in a container inside. I like to take it out of the bags and put it into airtight containers. So the rest of this bag is going into the feeder. So here's what's going on in the feeder. There is food in there which would last several days, but I am going to top it off anyway. Here it is topped off. There's still room for more food in there, but I like leaving a little bit of space just to make sure nothing gets jammed, because this has gotten jammed once or twice before. So I'm going to put the cover on this. This will dispense dry food for Hydrox around 4 p.m. this afternoon, and then also around 7 a.m. in the mornings. And there's Hydrox sitting on the other side of the patio, waiting patiently for me to get his food. So I'm taking care of a few other things that I need to take care of before I can give Hydrox his food. And it was so cute because he was like right here laying under the table by his food bowl. Like he's obviously looking for his food and he's meowing right now. So Hydrox is getting his Christmas meal today. He is getting Merrick Perfect Bistro turducken. This is turducken. Have you guys heard of turducken? It's chicken stuffed in a duck stuffed in a turkey. And I thought this was really cute. It includes deboned turkey, chicken broth, deboned chicken, deboned duck, chicken liver, peas, dried egg product, natural flavor, dried potato, sweet potato, carrots, cranberries, organic alfalfa, and then we go into minerals and vitamins. And it also has some herbs. It has thyme, sage, and rosemary. So I think Hydrox will like this. I think it'll be something different and special for him. And I don't think it's going to cause any digestive issues because he has been eating canned food this entire time. Sometimes he gets a little bit of the extra freeze-dried raw, or sometimes he gets some of the frozen raw, but he never really eats the frozen raw. So he will be getting this. The other cats will be getting this also, but they're not going to be getting it until I get back from Christmas. They're going to celebrate their Christmas a few days later. And this is what the turducken food looks like. It's like a pate. And honestly, it looks really good. I don't know if it's because I'm super hungry right now, but... So there's what the food looks like in the feeder. It really looks like a high quality food. And there's the food. There's his water. Can you guys see raccoon prints on the bottom of this bowl? And here's Hydrox. He's under the table. He's just a few feet away from me. And he's really eager to eat his food. But he's in a really good mood. Hey, Hydrox. Hello, Hydrox. And yes, it does look like the tip of his left ear is tipped the same way Boo's was tipped. Like just barely and unevenly. It does appear that Hydrox has been TNR'd also. I just realized that I forgot to put this brick back in the feeder. This is the weight that holds like the board on top so they can't break into the feeder housing. So I'm standing here, I just put the roof back on the feeder, and Hydrox walked across the patio, and now he's eating his food while I'm standing here. This is big for Hydrox. Usually he'll run the other way. Now he's walking toward me. Okay, there's Hydrox. He is enjoying his food, and he should be set up for a few days. It is about 20 degrees right now. I just came outside to give Hydrox some food, and here's Hydrox laying in the sun by the house. It's a really warm spot that he's in. Okay, so there's Hydrox's food. I just gave him half a can of the Nature's Variety Pride by Instinct, and I gave him some fresh water, and he is set until later. Well, he does have dry food out of the feeder, so he has that. And there he goes. He's walking over to his food, and he's gonna eat it. It is about 7 p.m. It is about 15 degrees out. I just gave Hydrox some fresh water. I gave him half of a can of the Nature's Variety Pride food, and this feeder was frozen to the ground. I had to kind of pick up part of the cord and kind of lift it up, and so I'm leaving it right here. And there's Hydrox. He just came out of his heated little shelter, and he's standing there. He's probably going to eat some food. I'm going to go inside. I am not going to keep him out in this frigid cold longer than he needs to be out here.